after the hearing, I saw Norm walk by the drugstore, get in his car, and drive away. He usually drops in and tells me where he's going when he takes the car.
Maybe I better go over to White River and have a look around.
Trouble is, if you found him, he'd really be mad. How's the garage going?
Okay. Well, at least it's making enough to pay the taxes anyway.
I guess that wasn't a very good subject. Can't think of anything else to ask you about it.
Rita, he'll be all right.
Rod, why didn't he come to me instead of just running off like that? I mean, what's the point of having a wife if she does...
Well, what are we having, a party? A welcome the skeleton out of the closet party? Huh? Very appropriate. Very appropriate.
Norm, I was so worried about you.
Well, didn't Rod give you the gory details?
Well, yes, but...
Well, what'd you expect me to do, Rita? Come bounding back here? Take out my pipe, light it up, read the newspaper? What do you think I am, some kind of a machine or something? Hmm?
Here, let me help you with the coffee.
Don't, Rita. Don't! You know, the whole world's gone mad. Stark, raving mad.
Where have you been?
Oh, just out kidding around the cemetery. Next question?
No more questions.
Don't you want to hear, Rod? Don't you want to hear what I was thinking about? Well, you ask me. You're my wife. Show some interest.
It's all over now.
Yeah. She had 4 children. 4. Let's count them. 1, the girl. The prettiest. What she gave away, just gave it away. Like it was a bundle of old clothes. The second, she, what do they call it? She exiled. The smartest, the cleverest. She just exiled right underneath the stairs. Abandoned, ignored. That's the housekeeper's son. And you know something else? Stephen Cord never had a birthday party. He didn't even get to come to ours. Right?
Right. What's it proving?
Give me time. And here before you see number 3 of the 4 children. Do you see anything wrong with him?
Come on.
Speak up, Ron.
All right, what's this gonna get you? What's blaming Dad for every bloody nose you've ever had in your life gotten you? Nowhere. And now you want me to blame our mother for my flop of a marriage, the fiasco with Allison. It's too easy, man. It's time we took responsibility for our own failures.
That's just an excuse. Because you can't face it. You can't face what she really was. Because you never knew her like I did. She never loved you. She loved me, number 4. She loved me. Too much, because I was like her. I was just like her. And you know what she was, Rod? You know what she really was? She was insane. I can see it as clear as day. Our mother was out of her mind.
Listen, Norman, she might have been strange.
Oh, yeah, that's the understatement of the year, isn't it?
She was our mother.
So where's that leave us?
It leaves us right here.
You're kidding.
We haven't changed.
We're her sons.
I'm looking at you, and you know what I see? I see you, Norman, a kind of a moody...
Yeah.
Wild, wonderful guy.
That's all you see? You don't see any traces of
our mother?
Of our mother?
Oh, yeah, I do. I see a lot of her. And I see some of Dad, too. But when you get right down to it, I see a beautiful kind of guy. I love you, Norm. Hey, how about that, huh? One son of Leslie Harrington and Catherine Peyton loves another son of Leslie Harrington and Catherine Peyton.
The monster boys in love and war, huh? Give me time, Rod.
Will you give me time, too, huh? A lot of your time. You take care of your husband, Rita.
I will.
Hey, Norm. Be tough, huh? Steve?
Betty.
Oh, I was just leaving.
Look, you want to ride home?
No, that's all right.
What is it? What's wrong?
It's been a long day, Mike.
Well, where's Stephen?
I'll leave a note saying you dropped by.
Where is he?
Dr. Rossi came to see you. About what?
Well, I was going to buy him a drink.
Oh, Mike, I'm so frightened. He wouldn't talk to me after the hearing. He told me to take a cab home, nothing more.
Well, Betty, sometimes a man needs a little time before he can talk about the thing that hurts him deeply.
Well, I wasn't asking him to be logical or reasonable about it, but something. Something instead of that horrible silence.
Maybe I better buy you that drink, huh?
What would I ever do if he did something to himself?
Betty, don't think like that. Stephen wouldn't do anything like that. Your husband's a very strong man.
But when you find out that your mother isn't really your mother after 28 years, you have to be more than strong.
He is more than strong. You love him, and he knows that.
Maybe he doesn't know how much.
He does. Now, come on. Come on, let me take you home.
No, I'd rather stay here. If he does come home at all tonight, he'll come here.
Betty, listen to me. Don't try and corner him now. When he's ready, he'll come to you. Come on now.
All right.
Need your purse?
Yes.
That's the sweetest baby in the whole wide world. Here we go. Ooh, that feels good, huh?
It just took me hours to work up Hannah's testimony. A year ago, it would have taken me 5 minutes. I don't know, I'm just not able to think about anything but Allison anymore.
I know.
I wish I knew if Chandler knew anything about that bracelet.
What makes you think he might?
Oh, I don't know. There's something about him. I feel as if I've known him from somewhere. It's not New York, and it's not the service. You know, I have a strange idea that it was in prison.
Would you hang on to him a minute while I get a kimono?
Oh, yeah.
Did anything happen that I don't know about?
Well, Chandler spoke to Rachel, and he spoke to me, and then he's backed out of the custody hearing.
You mean he's not going to fight to keep Rachel?
Apparently not.
What did you say to him?
Well, I wasn't very friendly, that's for sure.
Rachel's going to be delighted.
I know. It didn't get us any closer to finding out the truth about that bracelet. You know, supposing now, just for the sake of argument, supposing that Rachel knew something about Allison that Chandler didn't want to know. And the best solution from his point of view was to get Rachel out of town, which he tried to do. But because of the bracelet, Mike Rossi starts to ask questions. And then I start to ask questions. And then he finds out that I'm not going to stop asking questions. So he decides to disappear from the limelight.
But this is all just based on supposition.
Well, honey, but it makes sense.
Look, Rachel said she didn't know anything about Allison or the bracelet. And I'd like to believe her.
Well, you can't really blame her for not telling us. I mean, he's mistreated her before. She's afraid of him.
You're wrong. I know you're wrong. I had Matthew at the hospital for a checkup, and Rachel held him. I think you can tell a lot about a person from the way they handle a baby. She was just wonderful.
I didn't say that she was an accomplice. I said she was a victim.
She's very well aware of how we feel about Allison. I think if she knew anything, she'd tell us. I know she would.
But she's afraid of Chandler.
I still believe Rachel.
Norm. It's awfully late.
I know.
Are you going to school tomorrow?
Yeah.
Don't you think you better get some sleep?
Rita, I can't turn off my mind like a TV set.
Well, at least just come in and lie down in bed then. Gets lonely in there.
Well, you better get used to it.
What's that supposed to mean? Just gonna sit here and brood for the rest of your life?
I'm considering it.
Norm, I love you.
Don't, Rita. Don't.
I can't help it.
Please try.
Why? We don't need the rest of them. What's it matter to us what happened 3 million years ago?
Because it does.
Why?
It didn't happen 3 million years ago. It matters because it was my mother.
Well, Norm, all the same.
It's not all the same.
You know, we can start our own family. We don't have to always worry about the past. Everything can be for the future. For our children.
Well, forget it.
I thought you wanted 10 kids.
Yeah. Nice, normal, healthy kids.
You mean we aren't gonna have any?
That's what I mean.
Norm, do I matter to you?
Rita, that doesn't have anything to do with this.
It does too. You can't just make up your mind about a thing like this without discussing it with me first.
What's there to say? We have to consider the kids themselves. Well, no thanks, Rita.
Norm.
Look, if you want to have a baby so badly, you better cash in that ring and go out and get yourself a cat with a healthy pedigree.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
I can fight him, and I can win. I want to give you so much.
Don't, Stephen. Don't pretend it's for me. Now, you've been honest with me so far.
Every word and accord said on that stand you knew about. All these years you've known it. And you used it to manipulate people's lives.